Hi guys, welcome back with another machine on the Vulnhub, which is Funbox 1. The link will be put into the description section below so that you can download and play the machine. In this video, I'd like to showcase how to exploit WordPress, and also I'd like to show you 2 ways to elevate privilege. Therefore, there will be a lot to take in this video. Without further ado, let's just get started. We can head over to Kali Linux VM. First of all, we need to discover the IP address of the target. The utility I'd like to use, as always, would be netdiscover. As you can see over here, the IP address of the target could be recognized as 129. We can put this information down to our notebook in case we need such information later. So then we can simply copy from notebook. So what are we going to do next? We need to do port and self-scanning with a map. To save time of this video, I've already completed before, so now we just get out its result. As you can see over here, I used the options like scene scan, the version scan, the default script scan, followed by the -p- to do the full range port scan. The last option for all is ON to output the result into this file. So from the map scanning results, we can tell that the target has 1, 2, 3, 4 open port numbers in total. Let's take a look at them one by one. The first one is 21, which is running FTP service, and also the version information, although a map cannot determine its version number. And also by its default script scanning, we can tell that the target doesn't allow anonymous FTP login. The next one is 22, which is running SSH service and also the version information. I don't think we can find any vulnerability for this particular version of OpenSSH. And the third one is 80, which is running HTTP service and also the version information Apache 2. And also we can tell that the target has robots file available, which contains one disallowed entry. So of course, afterwards we need to check it out manually by the browser. And the last one is running MySQL service. So what shall we do next? First of all, we need to check whether this service is vulnerable or not, and we can launch such as Sprite utility, Pro, FTPD, and although there are so many exploits there, but just I mentioned earlier, we didn't determine its version number. So I think it's good time. It's not a good time to, to exploit the FTP service at this point or at this moment. So let's move on. Next, also we can check whether the MySQL service has weak credential vulnerability. To check it, we can launch client to MySQL and press enter. However, we got the error, cannot connect to local server through this socket. So what shall we do next? We need to emulate the web application both manually and automatically. Let's fire up the browser of Firefox to do the manual emulation first, and we can put the IP address of the target into the address bar. Press enter. And of course, very important, we need to put this, we need to put this into the host file, otherwise, we cannot render this site properly. Sorry, I forgot to mention this point earlier. And I assume that we have already appended this host name into the host file. If you have a problem with this, please let me know in the comment below. Okay, and from the side, we can tell that the target is running WordPress application, as you can see over here at the bottom. So next, we need to check its source code, because sometimes source code can reveal something important. Sorry, not this one. Source code. We can scroll down to the bottom to make sure we do not miss anything important. All right, next we can access robots file, and which contains one entry. We can access this entry now. However, we just got some information which is saying no secrets here. Try harder. And also we need to check its source code. Sometimes information is hidden in the source code, in the comment part of source code, particularly. So how to do next? I think next we need to launch the Nicto to do the automatic immersion. I always use Nicto to begin with the immersion if the application is web or HTTP service, because it can tell us a lot about the web application from a variety of aspects, such as the directory, the request header, the banner information, but nothing interesting here. Next, we can launch the GoBuster dir subcommand, and we can use the U option or argument specify the target. Maybe we can copy from browser. Just this part. We can copy and paste in here, and we can use W option to specify the word list. Directory, extension option. Press enter, and now GoBuster started its brute forcing or scanning against the directory. And as you can see, almost immediately, GoBuster can find some default WordPress installation or directories like, and also the pages or files like WordPress login page, WordPress administrators panel. All right, I do not think GoBuster can find anything else. So therefore, I'd like to interrupt the WordPress to save the time of this video. Also, we can check whether we can find any file or subdirectory under the secret directory. And apparently, the GoBuster cannot find anything besides default index.html file. So again, I'd like to interrupt the GoBuster. So next, I think we need to launch WordPress again to conduct a particular immersion against WordPress. Okay, and we can use the option of E. E stands for immersion. U here means username, and plugins. P stands for plugin. So here this command is trying to enumerate usernames and plugins. Press enter. It's done, and this utility successfully identified two users, admin and Joe. And we can copy this information and paste in here. Sorry, I think I forgot to make notes of an unmap scanning, but I think I can remember them very well. So the immersion username. Of course, such usernames are used by WordPress admin. So and also here no logins found. So next we should try to crack the password for these two users. Okay, but firstly I'd like to brute force. Sorry, my bad. Make brute force against the admin user. Okay, not this one. And I will use locq as word list. Press enter. Now WordPress scanning 2 started its password attack on the login page. Very quickly, we got the password. We can copy and paste over here. If you want, you also can brute force against this user, but I'm not going to do that. So next, let's access the administrators panel. By default, the address for the administrators panel would be this one, although it can be configured or can be modified. So the username is admin, and the password we can paste in here, login, and remind me later. As you can see, we successfully logged in to the WordPress administrators panel, and from the left columns, we can tell that this user indeed is administrator. And also you can navigate to users to confirm again. So there are two users. And I think that Joe is the normal user or author, but this one is administrator. And so now, what shall we do next? Of course, the goal here is to upload web shell, and then we can get the shell on the target. Okay, so how to do? There will be different ways. Just I summarized in other videos. If you want to the whole explanation, you can check it out yourself. Okay, so the most preferable way is to go to this appearance and the sim editor, understand, and we can locate the 404 template, and we can remove the original code. We want to replace this code by our PHP reverse shell file. Okay, so now I've already got this file ready, which you can get it from many sources like Pentesting Monkey website, and we can cut out this file. And for us now, we need to copy the entire code. Sorry, not this one. Yeah, entire code of this file. Okay, and copy, selection, and paste in here. And then we can click update file. Unfortunately, we got the error, unable to communicate back with the site to check for fatal errors. So the PHP change was reverted. So it means that this way cannot work for this case. So how to do next? The next choice for me is to launch the Metasploit console. Metasploit has fantastic module which can help us to upload or automate this process of web shell uploading. Okay, even can directly execute the shell to get the foothold on the target. Let me show you in action. MSF console. All right. So now we can search because we cannot remember everything, right? I just remember some words. For example, we can use command search and WordPress admin. And there is only one available model for us. We can use, and we can copy the relative path of this module, paste in here, and no payload configured, defaulting to this Metasploit payload. Yeah, it's fine. this is what we want, so we just leave it as it is, okay? And then we can show options to see which sort of options shall be configured to make it work properly, okay? And first of all, we need to set localhost to our Kali Linux. And also we can set local port number to be listened on the Kali Linux. For me, I always use 5555. And also we need to set remote host. This case, the IP address cannot work. We need to, otherwise this module cannot work, okay? We need to use the URL, okay? We can copy and paste in here. And also we need to set the username to be authenticated against administrators, a panel of the WordPress. The username is admin, and set the password to this one. We can copy from my notebook and paste in here. And then we can use command run or exploit to let run. As you can see, we successfully got a meta practice session. And if you want to get the interactive shell, you can run, you can run the shell. And then, of course, this isn't still good. We can use Python to spawn better shell. Python 2 is there. And then we can import pty module, spawn the bin bash. And next, we need to do some local enumeration to elevate privilege. To do that, first of all, we can go to the home directory, and there are two users, funny. And we can notice this backup sh, this is the shell script. And also we can, notice its permission settings. Everyone has execution permission and also has permission of the write or modification, okay? Very weird, right? Anyway, we need to keep this into our mind. And also we can cut out this shell script. It looks like it's make a tar, and this is the output file. Also, you can notice this one, the time. So, this is the, new created file. So maybe, there's something running at the background and regularly execute this command. But I think we can upload one very fantastic to PSPY to confirm this. But before we do that, I'd like to check out its architecture. So this is the 64-bit. And next we can navigate to temp directory. I have already got the PSPY 64-bit version ready. So, of course, if you have a problem to get this file or this utility, this one is very fantastic. Let me do it, and then I will explain. So, in order to upload this file to the target, I'd like to take the easiest way by setting up a web server with Python 3 particularly, and the module is http.server. And we can use the default port number 8000 of this module. Okay, so now let's go back, and now we can use, maybe I can export a term variable, so then I can clear the screen to get bigger space on the screen when necessary. So xterm color, and then we can clear. Then we can use wget. So PSPY 64, it's done. We can make it executable. And we can run it. This utility can give us process information, even those are owned by other user rather than current user. As you know, the current user is www-data. For example, here, UID is equal 0. This process means this process belongs to root user. And So I think now we need to look for some suspicious processes. So the bin bash, user, oh, as you can see here, even the root user is running this script, the backup script. And also another user, I think this user is funny. And this user is also running this script. In other words, so this, this is a very special point for this machine. Two users, including root user, as you can see, you can know this by the UID. The root user, both root user and the fun user will run this backup shell script. Very important point. If you didn't realize this, I think you cannot make a privilege escalation. Okay, so I think now I'd like to disconnect terminal and the sessions. Okay, I think we can run it again. Okay, so the sessions, no sessions, show options, show all. I think now we are in Metpreter, and then we can run shell again to get interactive shell. Sorry, my bad. Import pty module and pty spawn. And next we can, we can go to the home directory and go to the funny. So next we need to, manipulate this shell script, and also the current user www-data has permission to modify this file. For example, we can append reverse shell command into this shell script. Okay, this is I'm going to do now, and you can go to the Pentest monkey website to copy the reverse shell command. For example, I like to copy and paste in here because I want to do some modification, and I want to copy the IP address of my Linux to replace this one, and we need to use different port number like 66. And we can use a single quote. Okay, and the bash. I think this one is better than the this one. Okay, of course you can try all of available or possible reversal commands, but this one can work. We can copy, and then we can echo. Okay, next, very, very important, we need to set up two listeners, which is running on the same port number. And if you do not do this way, although we can make a lateral movement to another user funny, but we cannot get the root shell. Okay, let me show you. So append backup, and let's open new tab, sudo, and also we can set up another listener, waiting for collection from the target. I think maybe if we're lucky, and then we can directly get the collection or get the share of the root user. If not, maybe we will get the share of the funny user, and then we need to wait a bit more time to get another share, and the second share should belong to a root user. Okay. We need to wait several minutes. Okay, as you can see, we are so lucky. We are very, very lucky. We directly get the shell of root user. Sometimes this cannot, maybe if you do this machine, you get the shell which belong to the funny rather than root user. And in that case, you need to disconnect this, the shell, and then we need to wait on the second, wait on the second listener. Okay, so of course now there is no need to do that because we have already got the shell which belong to the root user. But I'd like to show you another way, because sometimes maybe this way is a bit boring. You need to wait a bit long time, and you're not sure whether you get the root shell or the funny shell. Okay, so let me show you what we can do next. Just now we have already appended this reversal command. Also, we can append another command. So the echo. We can change the password for the root user. Root test sudo, and only the root user can run this command. I think this command means we want to change the password of root to test. Okay, I need to make a double check. Okay, and also we can set up the listener. This doesn't matter. I just want to show you. We also can change the password for root user to elevate privilege. Okay, and we need to wait a bit more time. Let me pause the video. All right, as you can see over here, when I was waiting, I tried to switch user to root with the new password. And finally, after 7 minutes, it does work. And we have already become the user, and then we can navigate to root directory and to grab the flag. So I think just now I demonstrated 2 ways to elevate privilege. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day, please.